So I shoved food in my mouth fast, walked up, stood on top of a chair to address everyone. Everyone's laughing, they're having fun, this is great. It's a long day, but it's a lot of fun. And I said, guys, although we've been moving fast and we've been getting really good stuff, we are now faced with 26 more scenes, and we've only shot 9. So, as fast as you think this may have been, it's about to crank up a whole lot faster, and the only way we survive is by doing this. Now, actors, I apologize. Some of you haven't rehearsed at all, and you may not get that chance. Camera people, you may not be able to shoot this fast. You may lose focus on a shot, but just know all you need to do is rebound and get in focus as fast as you can. You've got 2 other cameras alongside you. But this is the project we signed up for. We got to put the money where our mouth is. These are the circumstances we're working with. So we got to come together as a team and rock this out. And I don't know if the speech was inspiring or frightening, but I definitely kept a level head so the whole group could keep a level head. And if it was someone like Jordan or Nathaniel or someone literally picked up a donut, and I looked at them and I said, you've got 90 seconds to eat that donut. And we all have 90 seconds to clean all this catering off this table, reset the table with some fake props, get all this gear out of this room, and we gotta start filming. Every second now matters. And I swear to God, when I said break, it was like boom, one room completely clean, next room completely clean, all in like 60 seconds. Everyone was helping. People were shoving food down their mouth and scurrying out the doors. I'm like, everyone else, go upstairs. You gotta be quiet. We gotta start this scene. Just like that, it went into such an overdrive mode. And I told Tess, you have to hold me to 10 minutes per scene. You cannot let us go over 10 minutes. You simply can't. And you have to yell at me and say, move on. But that's what we're dealing with. And she said, okay. And I said, Mason, Tori, we rehearsed this yesterday. You know the lines, go.
All right, ready, Tori? Take it away.
Hey, are you coming yet? Oh, God, sorry. Come on. See Daisy there, cutie poo.
Reset real quick. Sorry.
Hold on to this.
Tess, hold me to it.
Yep.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Are you coming yet? Oh, God, sorry. Here, come on, take my hand. Oopsie daisy there, cutie pootie. What are you doing?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, wait, did you leave that candle downstairs? Hey!
Incredible.
Hey! Okay. I guess dessert's all mine. Good, I'm glad.
It really worked.
And Tess yelled out, that was 3 minutes. I said, good, next. And we set up the next one, which is a really difficult scene, trying to coordinate multiple people, multiple areas, a lot of people had never rehearsed whatsoever, and I wanted to give them a few reps so they could feel things out.
All right, let's give it a try, guys. We've never seen this. This is half rehearsal. It could end up in the film. So Mason, take it away from squealing out of there. 3, 2, 1. Who's this?
Hey, Nick!
Hey, Nick!
Love the intensity, love the hug.
Yeah, I don't know.
And for audio's sake, you may have to tone it down a touch. I'm sure Ezra was like, we're yelling, but...
We hit the 10-minute mark.
Okay, ready, Mason?
Oh, man, yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, squeal away.
Good, sis.
No!
Holy!
Kevin.
16 minutes on this scene. We hit 20 minutes with this scene, by the way. Was it
I feel like we're gonna be ADR and some stuff.
And by the time we were done with that scene, Tess yelled, that was 26 minutes. And all I could think was, no. And I'm like, we gotta just go.
You all have one take. You ready, Artoon? Yeah. I know you got a line, but you don't have a mic yet? Okay.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1. Oh. Hurry up.
I'm trying to find the beers.
Start right away after one.
That was so rough-like.
Do I start right away after one?
Find the beers, yo.
Chelsea, you start on Caliana. In 3, 2, 1.
All right,
So we kept going, and next thing you know, we knock out this one in 3 minutes, we knock out that one in 11 minutes, we knock out this one in whatever. And Tessa's like, you now need to average 6 scenes per hour. And I'm like, oh my God. Things became such a blur. I remember doing it all, but I don't remember the good or the bad per scene. And when it comes to watching the footage and editing, that is going to be a complete surprise.
Okay, so where are the beers? Pick them up and let's roll. Everybody roll.
What's eating you, man? Thanks, Russ.
Jess, get your coat. You're gonna see Jess go to the car. Start with that door shut. You're gonna come storming on out. In 5, Kevin, you might as well get a shot at Jordan if he comes in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset, Tori, go right back. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It was exhilarating and scary. Above all else, I felt like we're moving. This is fun, and I really enjoyed the challenge of it, I guess.
Yeah, party's over.
Tori and Katie. It's Tori and Mason. Sorry. Thank you guys. We're gonna head outside. Tess, I want you to also do these lights as he's doing these lights.
Okay.
Hold up, reset. Julie,
Yes.
my
Okay.
countdown is your cue to walk down.
All right, sounds good.
3, 2, 1. Hold up. Damn it. Steve, you're killing it. Julie?
Oh, I thought he was gonna say the line. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad.
Nick will cue you in.
My bad.
Okay.
All right, I'll say status.
Okay, sorry.
I'll do it.
I think you could sum it all up with, although we were creating a movie called Making Time, at literally starting at 6 p.m., we were just making up time as fast as we can.
We're gonna start with the lights dropping. So, Nathaniel, in 3, 2, 1.
Some of our transition times, under 30 seconds. We went from finishing a scene to restarting and just going. Under 30 seconds, which is like, it's out of control.
Reset, reset, reset. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. Even if all you're catching is just a glimpse of, like, over his shoulder. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Reset. That was awesome.
Corey!
All right.
Nobody hit the breaker.
That was the cue.
Yo, Steve. Hey, Steve.
In his defense, it was much less of a scream.
Could you hear her yell?
Yeah, but I thought
That's
she was
it,
gonna scream. Like,
Anybody ever tell you that?
she's gonna say, Corey!
She yells Corey. Oh my god, I'm getting delirious a little bit too. It's freaking Steve, dude. He's like, I thought you was gonna go, ah! I'm like, come on. Damn, okay. Reset, reset!
Holy shit! That was dark.
That was sweet.
In a way, our shooting style became a little more frantic and chaotic while the character's kind of going through that in his own world. So he's like looking around like, whoa, and meanwhile I'm utilizing that with swinging camera moves, and like it's okay if we're a little rough around the edges. We might, have a little jerkiness and things like that. If there was any questions on footwork or where to go, we basically said, you want to walk through or block this or rehearse this, we're going to film you as you do it. So give it a try, we'll see how it looks, and we'll make adjustments and go. And that gave us like 1.5 to 3 takes per scene.
Okay. Keep going. And Hold,
filming, keep filming.
hold. Yeah.
Keep filming. I'm gonna fall.
No. Oh. Okay. Well, I tried. Fine, I tried.
7 scenes an hour.
What?
We only have like 2 hours.
Come on. There's not that many scenes left, I feel like.
We started at
We go downstairs. Well, we still have to do the shit in the.
Yeah, the side room stuff.
There's a million things we have to do.
Let's not be stupid.
That's it's go home. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my bad.
Okay, let's pick up right from. Well, I guess one more
Whatever.
intro.
Yeah. Okay. Cause we. Yeah.
Yeah. One more intro. Sorry.
holding.
Yep. So in 3, 2, 1.
Jess.
Hey, jerk.
Some scenes, such as we did one with Katie Sullivan, 2 takes, done. First take was pretty much gold. Second take, I gave her a little direction and just killed it.
Now go back in there and patch things up and pretend to listen, asshole.
And that is Katie Sullivan. Killing it! Killing it!
I did kind of feel like if we didn't cast these people, this would have been a whole different ballgame because lines would have been forgotten, giggles would have came out, and yada yada. So we eventually finished all of the scenes except just like 2 or 3 involving the main actors by midnight. At that point, Mason, Tori, and Steve, they're all like, let's stay up a little later. We don't have to be done exactly at midnight. Like, let's massage these scenes and let them work out. So.
Oh, reset.
I'm not gonna lie, that looked really good.
That already felt.
Did you film it?
I did.
We better.
You did?
Oh,
He filmed it. I should have known.
What are you hiding? What's that?
I was just trying to make sure you weren't. He was filming. So.
Okay, do it again.
Oh, I told you not to move.
I don't even want to look at it.
This may sound crazy, but we gotta amp the energy times like 5.
Okay.
To match what was the craziness that came before this.
Okay, let's do it. Oh my gosh, we're so close. Holy I should not have looked at the time.
Alright.
Jerry, look at the time.
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1.
Let's not do the shoulders. That's gonna tear all of my hair out. You want me to walk into that?
Steve, are you on? Who's it?
It was
Mason's.
more.
Okay, slide over, Steve.
We ended up finishing at 2 after taking a little bit of a breather and slowing our pace, but there was definitely a window where we were going like 5 or 6 scenes per hour, mad dash, and things were coming out good too.
Woo! It has been a long day, but it's been a great day.
Definitely, it feels like kind of like a once in a lifetime experience. And you kind of just get to a point where all of your adrenaline is hitting you and it's moving so fast that you can't think about anything else.
Extremely exhausted, but at the same time, thrilled and fulfilled.
I echo that sentiment. I like thrilled and fulfilled.
Get that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. I'd buy that t-shirt.
I'm still thinking about my scenes. But I'm trying to do my best to play them over in my mind, but I'm feeling good.
Tired. I'm feeling a little tired, but good.
I feel very tired, but elated.
Loopy.
Hitting a wall and then like trying to hop back over it through the day, just not knowing like when I would need to be ready precisely.
I haven't hit that wall yet. When I do though, boy is it gonna be massive.
My whole body, it hurts. Everything hurts. I'm very tired, sore, satisfied, but tired.
I think the biggest roadblock thus far is just the time constraint aspect. It means that you don't get to take as many takes. It means that you have to really just kind of trust that everything's happening the way it should be happening, that you're getting what you need.
Another part of that is just the mental drain. The longer you go, the harder it is to maintain energy for the actors, to maintain focus for the crew.
you're squinting a little harder to make sure things are in focus. I'm sure you get ear fatigue listening to all the takes. And so, yeah, very draining. And we didn't stop. I mean, we stopped for lunch and we stopped for dinner, but it was pretty much go.
Yeah, no matter how much pre-production you do, things are always going to go a little differently once you get on set. And having less time to deal with it means you have to be more efficient at dealing with it.
It was kind of like doing a live event coverage in a lot of ways, where it's basically like, well, you feel like you got most of it because there's no turning back. Let's keep going. Like you basically have to look at each camera person and be like, are you 80% confident? All right, cool, because we don't have time to do anything about it.
I think just the part of like hurrying up and then waiting for your part to start and then being confident when it was your turn, because when it got to our turn, it was like you have one take to go. We have 10 minutes to get it done. Boom. So I think it was a little nerve-wracking, but exciting.
Just trying not to do too much, trying not to overthink it while waiting for our scenes to do, and then like making sure to enjoy it and be focused when it finally happened. Because there was so much lead up to it. I definitely think I spent a lot of time just kind of not worrying, but maybe overthinking a little. I really hope to God I didn't screw anything up.
I thought the scene where I talk with Nick about moving in with Corey, that one's kind of challenging because it definitely like comes from like a very like kind of like there's just a lot of emotions at play with it. Like she's coming in with this like what she thinks is really great news and then gets this just like totally backwards reaction that she's not expecting.
It was definitely the fact of having to switch mic packs.
Hey, Jordan, are you wearing a pack?
I left the pack. Oh, yeah.
You've got one on?
Yep, I got one.
3, 2, 1.
It would have just made it so much easier because he wouldn't have been bobbling 6 things.
A lot of times I like to ask a few more questions to the director, like, would you like me to do this or this? But just noticing the tempo and how Grant was shooting, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it, and if he wants me to change it, I'll change it. And so for the most part, that seemed to work out okay.
You almost have to have a lot of faith in what you're doing because you're also helping out on a crew member's position as well as acting, and trust, because you can't ask like Grant what to do all the time, and you can't ask the other cameramen or audio guys or like, do you need help with this? Do you need help with this? You kind of have to like anticipate what's going on and how you can help, because like you can just see the process Grant's working this out, and you're like, fuck, he's got a lot of things going on right now and he's balancing so much shit, and the last thing you want to do is like, be like, hey, can I take you out of what you're doing right now? Even though I know it's so important to ask you this question because I need a little guidance in where to put this chair.
The cold. We had to do a scene out in the cold, and like, I think that was a little rough.
Honestly, I feel like it went pretty well. You know, we went a little over time, but not that bad. It could have been way worse. At the very beginning, when we first started filming, I think there was a feel on the set of like, you know, like a normal set, and we had to like check ourselves and be like, well, wait. Like, no, it was more like we have to just set it up and shoot it, and set it up and shoot it. And the pace was crazy. So honestly, there weren't that many challenges. Nothing crazy really happened.
My car was the roadblock. They literally had to dig me out, and I was like 15 minutes late picking up lunch, which, you know, put us a little bit behind on our production schedule. So I was like physically my biggest roadblock today.
This time restriction for the actors is only limiting them. It's a hindrance for their opportunity and their performance. There is no best case scenario, but that's what we sign up for. That was the rule I made, and that'll be the never-ending conflict, the time versus having an opportunity to do it.
On paper, this is what makes sense, is that we would rehearse until it got kind of dark, and then we were gonna start filming. But then we made the exceptionally brilliant decision to start filming, you know, as we were, you know, in the basement or in the bedroom where it looks dark. And that was very smart, because if we didn't do that, we would be filming until 7 a.m. probably.
Some of the on-the-fly changes that we made were reordering scenes. So like it didn't really affect too much.
For the audio side of things, there was a big group of scenes in the middle where there were, you know, 5+ actors involved. So we didn't really have a plan about how to record everybody. It kind of became on set, we just kind of figured out that like, okay, when somebody knows they have a line coming up, they would come up to me and be like, all right, I need a mic pack. And then we basically say to all the other actors, all right, who doesn't have a line? All right, give me your mic pack. And then we'd kind of do like a mic pack handoff.
So like every scene was on the fly, really. One scene was supposed to take place in the garage, and we moved it to the driveway because of time constraints and laziness. We didn't want to move all our catering, which was set up in the garage.
Will, one of our crew members, he got the stomach flu 2 days ago, so he couldn't come today. So now I'm not only down a crew member, I'm also down an actor. We put out stuff. Can we get an actor? We couldn't. I defaulted to Ezra. I'm like, Ezra, you're gonna be this actor. When he literally arrived, he's like, do I have lines? I'm like, yes, I will just tell you each line as we go.
Ezra, come on over. Let's take off your mic. Ezra, are you mic'd, perchance? Yep.
I was gonna say, where am I supposed to be?
Freaking cranks, man.
Juice, I need my J.
Yeah.
Juice. He looks like a nervous wreck.
Oh, that's the line I gotta say, right?
It was hard to remember lines for certain scenes. You just have to have faith, and that's a little bit more empowering because it's like you study this character, you understand the emotional context behind this character, so just trusting that. And Grant from the get-go was really strong about like, if you feel this is something your character would go for, you stay in character during it. I support it.
I think when we had to do the proposal scene twice, and I thought we were moving on, so I was like really happy. And it's like, no, we gotta do it again. I'm like, oh, you know. So for lines were like rough, but I think it was more that idea of like, okay, go back to that place.
I don't know, I had him down pretty well. I was pretty proud of myself, actually, yeah.
It goes without saying, for Mason to do what he did today, he basically took a dictionary and not only memorized it top to bottom, but did it all in a day while running around, while reacting to people, and while taking in my cues and like, you know, remember to try that, and crazy. Mason's got mad skills.
For me, the scene that was most fun for me to shoot was probably Never Have I Ever Seen.
The party scene, like the Never Have I Ever game.
After the lights went out, and then the slap and the punch with Corey, I thought that was really fun.
I really like getting punched.
The last scene I did, Mason comes out and he's like looking for Jess, and I'm like, nope, it's me. And I'm about to lay down some truth bombs on you. And it was a lot of fun.
Probably the most fun scene I did was the one where I basically opened his eyes and was like, what are you doing? You're throwing it all away, man.
I don't know, everything was fun. It was fun.
The proposal scene, because I got to do the bloody nose, and that was just when everyone was kind of like hitting their loopy point, so there was just like an extra dose of silly on top of like the fun, exciting ridiculousness that happens in that scene.
Seeing like Mason and Tori work in like the bedroom scenes, that was really satisfying. Those were really enjoyable scenes because it was like, holy shit, like they're good. I mean, everyone acting was so good.
Repeating that same thing, I also really enjoyed working with the scenes with Steve Berglund, just because he's a really fun guy, and you know, he's really great at what he does.
When Steve Berglund, Dr. Kent, comes out of the basement and just letting him go, it was just a one take, let him walk out, camera backs up, pivots, looks at the full room, just dead quiet, empty, and you see this older gentleman just, it's like his life work is there, but it's a contradiction because what does it all mean? The other scene of just Mason, the very first time he's in 2012, he comes out, sees Jess, and just like takes in the place, and he's giddy and he's like wandering around the room. I just think that's fun. That is the kick into Act 2.
Can you blame me?